Hello everyone, welcome to William in the Magic Box. Today on our show, you're going to have Chris. Chris is from England in the UK. So let's see what Chris has to say. Enjoy the interview. Amazing. My God, I love your Christmas tree behind.
Yes, big Christmas tree behind you.
So hello Chris, how are you?
Not too bad yourself?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
No problem.
So tell me, how's your weekend going so far?
Yeah, just nice and relaxed weekend. Yeah, that's it really.
Tell me what has been the highlights of your weekend so far.
Getting my new car.
Oh my God, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Wow. And have you driven already? Have you drove around? So tell me a little bit about your car.
Yeah, no, my friend picked me up from London because it was his car I was buying off him, so I drove it all the way back from London. Just took my wife to work this morning and just had a little drive. That's about it really.
I like that. Look at your smile talking about your new car.
That's it.
So tell me, where are you from, Chris?
I'm originally from a little town called Syston in Leicestershire.
Okay.
Born and bred in there, so lived there for I think it was 18 years, and then moved out when I met my wife. Now I live in a little town called Birstall. That's also in Leicestershire.
Right. And tell me something interesting about the town you live right now. Something that stands out compared with other places in the UK.
Where I live, we've got a nice water park down there. It's called Watermead, and then you've got King Lear. So it's good for dog walkers and stuff like that. It's really nice in the summer. Obviously, it's not so good in the winter because obviously when we get heavy rain, it floods out, so you can't walk around there and all that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, that's probably the highlight of actual Birstall where we live.
And how far is from London?
Probably a couple of hours.
Okay. And what do you do for work, for living, Chris?
I'm a drainage engineer. Obviously, I'm a HGV driver, so because obviously within my job, I have to drive HGVs and that.
Oh, wow.
Just to carry out maintenance on sewer networks and stuff like that. Camera surveys, clear blockages and stuff. Yeah, pretty much. And obviously raise repair work if we find any.
I see. But it's all around the area where you live, or you can go different...
Yeah, no, it's obviously I work for a big network, so obviously I'm based in Leicestershire, so just working around my current county where I live now.
Amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about your journey so far, okay?
Okay.
But before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself, or maybe something that not many people know about you.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really interesting about me. I'm just a fun, happy-go guy, you know. I'm a mental health sufferer, so I used to bottle it all up, but I talk about it now. So I try and do a lot on TikTok to help people have a good day, better day. You know, put a smile on the face and stuff like that.
That's very interesting for sure. Amazing. Chris, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yep.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box.
Thank you.
So I have here my best friend. Full of random questions, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna play a song just first to relax before the first question. All right?
Okay.
Let's do it. Right, before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Yep.
Right. First question for you is, what makes you most proud?
What makes me most proud? Having my children and a beautiful wife, you know, just having that family around me. They're my greatest achievements.
Oh, wow. Amazing. So tell me, how many kids do you have?
I've got 2 with my wife, 2 girls, and obviously I've got an older daughter that I don't really see, which is a bit of a shame. That's a long story, like.
Right.
But yeah, me eldest daughter I've got with my wife, she's 18, just turned, and my youngest one's 14. So.
Oh my God, you have an 18-year-old daughter.
I do, yeah. She just turned 18, so yeah. And now, obviously, 18, I can do what I want, sort of thing.
And so far, what's the most meaningful lesson you've learned from your kids so far?
Well, you are. Yeah, no day's ever the same when you got children. One day it can be good, the other day it can be mad, the other day it can be stressful. So yeah, obviously, the biggest thing I've learned is probably patience.
For sure. I had so many parents in here on the show, and they said the same. I said, William, patience, the big
Yeah.
thing, which learn a
I
lot.
mean, I was a guy that wasn't very patient in my younger days. So obviously, as I'm getting older, I'm getting more patient. So obviously, yeah, it does teach you a good life lesson.
And what's the biggest joy of being a dad?
Just watching them grow and achieve good things in life, like just the simple things. Like I was the first person told me babies when they were born, and then I've taught them to ride the bikes. You know, just watch them grow and learn life skills and stuff like that.
Amazing. I could hear a voice behind you. Who is that? Your wife?
Yeah, that's my wife. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
I was like, oh my God, I could hear a voice there behind. Anyway, amazing. Next question. Let's do it. You like dancing, Chris? I could see you dancing in some of your videos on TikTok.
I don't really like if I go out to like a nightclub or something. I won't dance until I've had a few beers. It's only because I'm behind the camera that no one can see me. I'm doing it. You know what I mean? So bit shy, really.
Amazing. Next question is: do you think your priorities have changed since you're younger?
Yes.
Tell me how.
Obviously, I met my wife when we was about 17, 18. So obviously we had our first child when we was 18. 19. So obviously we were quite young when we had our first daughter. So obviously my life just revolved around supporting my wife and my daughter and settling down into a family home and stuff like that. So obviously, yeah, that's all it's been really. Because from a young age, I mean, we've been together 19 years, so it's all about providing for the family and stuff.
Wow. My parents, they're very young as well. My mom, she was 18, 19 when she had me.
Wow.
And my dad was, I think, 21. So
right.
Growing up with younger parents, it's funny because I had so many situations where they thought they were my cousin,
yeah,
brother and sister. I had so many situations.
Yeah, we have the same. Obviously, my daughter's come home from school and they say, "Oh, my friend's parents, they're like 50 something. They can't believe you're only young." It's like, yeah, no, it's how life works out, isn't it? So
it's funny. My mom just turned 60 this year. My mom.
Wow.
Yeah. Chris, when you think about yourself, when you analyze yourself, what's the biggest joy of being Chris? What do you like the most about being you?
Not too sure. I mean, I'm a work-orientated person. I'm sort of a very routine person. If I've not got a routine, I'm sort of lost. But I say passionate more than anything. I'm passionate about everything I do.
And you always been like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if I've not got a routine to stick to, like this week I've had a week off work, so I've not got a routine. So it's like getting up in the morning, taking my dog out, and just trying to find stuff to do. It's hard work, but if I know I'm at work, I've got a routine and stuff like that. So yeah.
Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Before the next question, Chris, you mentioned about mental health, yeah? And I was checking your TikTok page, and of course, you do some videos there to help people to pass through some positivity and some smile as well. Tell me, when was the idea for you to create your page? Tell me a little bit about your page on TikTok.
I've only been on TikTok for a couple of years, I think it was. I mean, I did it more for my daughters, because obviously they're like... yeah, it was during COVID, I think it was. So obviously they were going on about TikTok. I didn't really know much about it, so we got on there, and then it just stemmed from there. Really, just doing little videos with my daughters, and then like I sort of did my own stuff, and yeah, and we're here now with all them followers I've got. You know, I've only been doing lives for the past couple of weeks because obviously a few of my friends, they're big on TikTok, have just signed with an agency on TikTok, so it's like all new to me sort of thing. You know what I mean? So it's just for a laugh and stuff.
I think it's great. I was watching your videos and it looks so natural for you. And it's, again, it makes people smile and just energy, good energy there.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I didn't realize the impact that my videos have on people. I've got people from Florida, all different states in America inviting me over there, you know, and just saying, oh, you just send you a little message saying, oh, you put a smile on my face. I've been having a bad day, you know, them little things like that. They mean a lot. So
That's
that's
great.
what sort of encourages me to do it more. I mean, it's my wife more than anything because I'm quite a, as I'm getting older, I'm a lazy person. She's like, you need to do a TikTok today. I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered. And she's like, no, you need to do it. So she moaned at Mrs. A to do a couple.
Oh,
So,
that's sweet.
but yeah,
Amazing.
it also puts a smile on my wife's face as well, which is what I like. So
Oh, I'm sure she's smiling right now. I'm sure she's
yeah,
smiling.
she always does. Yeah.
Beautiful. Next question is, what is the nicest thing a family member has ever done for you?
The nicest thing, well, when I was growing up, obviously my parents weren't really that bothered. So the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me is probably my wife's dad, treating me like his own and obviously guiding me through life because I wasn't very good when I was growing up, you know, didn't get on at school. So obviously with his guidance, I became the man I am today.
Wow. So tell me, how did you cross paths, you and your wife?
Through a friend at a birthday party at a pub back in the younger days.
And saying that, what's the biggest difference between you and your wife and the biggest similarity?
The biggest difference between me and my wife, she's the boss and I'm not.
And the biggest similarity?
The biggest similarity, we're probably both good looking.
Oh my God, that's
that's the first thing that come into my head. I mean, we're quite similar. Yeah, birthday. She's beautiful, and so am I.
Oh. You agree with him?
Do you agree?
No.
No. Go on.
I put a positive.
Yeah, you give me positive vibes, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I try and see the good in everything.
Yeah, she tries to see the good in everything, whereas me, I'm more negative than positive sometimes. So if it wasn't for her, I'd always be negative.
I think you keep the balance. The balance is good.
Yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. You know, Chris, when I was checking your profile, you know, you say truck driver. My dad is a truck driver, actually, my dad. So I have so many stories of him, you know, growing up. He was traveling around the state where I come from, back in Brazil.
Yeah.
And actually, my very first memory that I have as a kid, I have this memory of him. We were in a lake somewhere, like very like early evening, and I have this image of him holding my hand and put myself in his truck before driving somewhere. So I think it's great. You know, I don't know if it's the same like you because he was traveling different cities. You know, he was carrying those counts. You know what I mean? Like two. Yeah. So it was a different maybe style. But tell me so far for you, what do you like the most about your job? What's the biggest joy of it?
Customer satisfaction, obviously, with my job. Obviously, I work for a water company and I deal with wastewater. So obviously we have to go around like people's houses when their house is covered in nasties. You know, when we've completed the job and sorted it for them, it's the customer satisfaction, which is my favourite thing about the job.
And what's the biggest challenge for you?
The biggest challenge, not too sure really, because every day is different. So every day is a challenge. So every job's a challenge. So it's not like every job's the same. So there's different challenges through several parts of the day.
I see. All right. Next question is, what is something you wish you could do every single day?
That's a tough question. I never really thought of it like that. Yeah, probably get on a plane and go on holiday somewhere every day.
I think everyone wishes that, for sure.
Yeah.
Tell me, Chris, what's the meaning of life for you?
Meaning of life, just meaning of life for me. I mean, I have different views to some people. Meaning of life for me is just you're only here once, so just make the most of it. Enjoy, obviously, try and be positive, stay away from negative vibes, you know, just make the most of what you've got because you're not here long.
And so far in your life, what's the biggest lesson that life has taught you so far?
Biggest lesson in life. Yeah, probably never underestimate other people, to be fair.
And why is that?
Never, that was my wife. Never judge a book by its cover as well, to be fair.
That's so true. That's so true. Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it.
Cool.
Next question for you is, what's your idea of a perfect day?
Probably sitting in a hut in the Maldives, with my feet dangling in the sea with my wife.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, because that's one of our life goals, going to the Maldives. So that would be like everything you've worked for, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Totally. And do you consider yourself to be more of a day or night person?
Day person.
Always been?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I'm a quite a heavy sleeper, so my body has to rely on between 8 and 9 hours sleep a night. So yeah, I'm not a morning person, because obviously I work different shifts. So obviously, when I wake up, I'm probably not awake till 11. So sort of come alive at 11 o'clock onwards. So
do you have like a routine, or daily routine that you do every single day, or not? It just goes.
It's week by week. So obviously, my life revolves around work, because obviously shift patterns. Because one, like say for example, this week coming up, I'll be on 6 till 2, and then the week after that, I could be on 2 till 11. So it's just my routine is week by week. So yeah, it's a bit awkward really when you work in shift patterns, because you've not got a concrete routine.
Amazing. 2 questions left.
Yep.
Let's do it. There you go. Start dancing now. I like it. Before the next question, I can see some tattoos in your arm. Yep. Yeah. So tell me, which one is the very first one you ever had? The second part of the question is, which one is the latest one? And the third part of the question is, which one is the most meaningful one?
The first one I ever had is covered over, because it was only like a really tiny little tribal symbol. Obviously, that's been covered over the years, because obviously I've got my whole sleeve done. It's a family arm. Obviously, I got my children's names and stuff that they're into when they were growing up.
Right.
What was the second part? Sorry.
Which one is the latest one?
My fingers, having the year 1987 on my fingers, because that's the year that me and my wife were born.
Oh wow! You're born the same year.
We was, yeah. There's 6 months between us.
Oh, who's the oldest?
Me. she constantly reminds me, because you're nearly 40. No, look, got 2 years left before I'm 40.
That's funny. And which one is the most meaningful tattoo you have?
The most meaningful one is my whole right arm, all the way down to my hand, because obviously it's got my children's names, date of birth, star signs. I mean, we've got double infinity sign, because obviously my eldest daughter, when she would go in bed, she'd always say "love you to infinity and beyond." So obviously I've got that tattooed on my arm there. So that my whole right arm is my family arm, so that's the most meaningful one to me.
Wow. Do you believe in destiny, Chris?
I've never really thought about it, to be fair, but if the answer to your question would probably be yes.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is, tell me something, what did your parents do that always comforted you the most?
Can't really answer that one, to be fair, because like I say, my parents weren't really there for me when I was younger. Obviously, I sort of found my own way in life. I was mad on football when I was growing up, so obviously they were never really interested in watching me play football or anything, so I sort of found my own way.
I see. And when you think about your childhood memories, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
The best memory? Yeah, probably spending time with my granddad. I can remember going down the pub with him playing dominoes, and that was probably when I was about 5.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I used to spend a lot of time with my granddad, you see.
And he's still with us, your granddad?
No, my granddad died when I was 6 years old. So, yeah, it impacted me quite a lot through my life. So, obviously, yeah, because I was quite close to my granddad, because obviously I was one of his firstborn grandchildren. So it was like a close relationship. But, yeah, he died in a lorry crash. So when I was about 6 years old, I can remember it to this day. But, you know, life goes on.
Absolutely.
I know he's always watching down.
Totally. I have no doubt of that. I've got goosebumps now you're saying that.
Yeah, that's it. I've got them as well, to be fair.
I think our connection with our grandparents is just unique. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is something about our grandparents that is like the double love. It comes together. I mean, there's something, the connection we have.
Yeah.
Amazing. I could tell so many stories with my grandparents as well, in different ways.
Yeah,
you know?
that's it.
I think the connection, it's so unique and pure that we're always going to have, for sure.
Special relationship.
Amazing. 2 questions left. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yes, you always can. Okay, next question is, what do you think is a good age to start dating and why?
Well, when I look at it from a father's point of view, never's a good age, but for myself, it was
Of course.
when I was 18, 19.
And of course, when you said about your tattoos, you said you have your star sign there. So star sign astrology.
My star sign is I've got 2 star signs. Obviously, I was born in my birthday's on January the 20th, so obviously the star sign changes on the 20th as well. So I think it's Capricorn, and I can't remember what the other one was. I always knew it as Capricorn, but I think the other one's Cancer or something like that. I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure. And your wife, she's 6 months younger than you.
So she's July. What's your star sign, Sam? Yeah, she's Cancer. So yeah, I'm Capricorn and she's Cancer.
I see. Good. Last question, ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Last one.
Let's go.
Before the last question, of course, Christmas coming now, like in a few weeks.
It is, yeah.
What's the meaning of Christmas for you? Do you like Christmas?
Yeah, love Christmas. Always have done. I mean, the magic's still there for me. The meaning of Christmas is just, it's not about the presents or anything. It's about spending quality time with the family.
And what's your plan for Christmas this year?
Having my mother-in-law, father-in-law over for Christmas dinner.
Oh wow!
So yeah, we love that. I do all the Christmas cooking. So obviously,
do you?
Yeah, yeah, cook all the Christmas dinner. The wife, she helps obviously, but I'm the main chef on Christmas Day. I like Christmas Eve preparing the dinner and everything. So,
wow.
But yeah.
And what's your signature food that everyone likes when you cook for Christmas?
Just everything for the Christmas dinner, you know, Brussels sprouts, the old turkey, whatever you're having, just absolutely everything is my signature for that one. So I love all that food.
Amazing. Last question is, good question. What does love mean to you?
Love means quite a lot to me. It means to me personally peace, security, you know, the whole meaning of life. So obviously without love, there's no life.
Do you believe that there are different kinds of love?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you've got a different kind of love for like your children and then your wife and then certain members of your family and stuff like that. So there is different meanings of love.
Totally agree. I think all of them come from a good place. This feeling, butterflies feeling.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Okay.
Let's start with money.
Money.
Yeah,
one word that comes into mind revolving money. House.
Okay.
Bills.
Fear. Fear.
Yeah, fear. Failure. Scared of failing.
Okay. One word for family.
Family. That's where the love comes in, you know, you got family, love.
Okay. One word for life.
Life. Enjoy.
Love.
Family.
Religion.
I've not really got one.
Okay. Sex.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the word. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Politics.
Politics. I don't really follow it, to be fair. I just let it get on with whatever.
Okay. Friendship.
Friendship. Again, that comes to like love and support and stuff like that.
Ooh. Desire.
Desire. Sex.
There we go. Regret.
Regret. Making mistakes.
Okay. One word for success.
Success. Kids. My children.
I like that. Wish.
Wish. I wish to have loads of money.
One day.
One day.
Happiness.
Happiness is life.
One word for England.
England. Beautiful.
And the last one now, if you could, define your TikTok page in one word, what would it be?
Happiness.
Amazing. Okay, let's pretend I'm going to meet your wife for a coffee, and I'm going to ask. She's still there or not?
No, she's just left the room. I think she's gone.
Okay, that's fine.
To do something.
Okay, if I would meet her for a coffee and I would ask her, define Chris in one positive word and one negative word only, what should say?
The positive word would be heart of gold.
Okay, negative
word, I can't say it on here, but it's a 4-letter word and it says see you next Tuesday.
All right. Let's play now, Chris, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the news one more time. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, Chris, you can ask me a question now.
Why is it that you do this, William, in the magic box?
Amazing. 2020, when the world went upside down with the COVID, before that, I was already thinking about creating a YouTube channel where I could connect with people, I could express myself, but I didn't know what I could do. I didn't know. There are so many people out there doing beautiful, beautiful creativity shows out there. So one day I went for a run in the park. 2020. Remember, you could leave the house once a day for exercise.
Yeah.
So I was leaving the house. I was going for a run every afternoon. And one of those runs, this idea came along. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create questions. I'm going to invite random people around the globe. And it's just about, the show is about connect with people, express themselves, no judgmental, people can be themselves. So the whole idea of the show started like that, through a run in the park.
Man, that's amazing. That appreciate what you do. It's really good for people's mental health as well, to be fair.
Totally. And you too, you start your page on COVID time.
To be fair, because obviously I was the kind of person that used to bottle loads of things up, and obviously it put me in a bad place. So obviously I learned to speak about mental health, and now I've got a lot of friends that suffer with mental health, and I encourage them, look, talk about it, because it'll only destroy you, So get all the help that you need. Obviously, the support is out there for anybody, even if I don't know them. They always say, "Look, if you ever need to talk, here's my number." Don't be ashamed, sort of thing. So obviously, you're only human when all's said and done.
Did you enjoy the interview, Chris?
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this.
Amazing. Thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time for the interview, and also thanks for bringing this energy to the show. It's a great.
No problem.
When I was watching your video, I could feel your energy already. And
I've got quite a lot of energy, to be fair.
Thanks again. But before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, with mental health, obviously, if people are out there struggling, don't bottle it up. Just speak about it, whether it's to a stranger, obviously, because I probably found it easier at first to speak to people that don't really know you. And then obviously it took me a lot to open up. So obviously just don't be ashamed, because you're only human and it'll only destroy you. So obviously if you talk about it, it'll make you a better person if you get support and everything as well.
Amazing.
Yep,
okay. So thanks again for the interview. Happy Christmas to you, your family.
And to you and your family.
Have a great time, and we keep in touch. It was a pleasure having you on the show.
I will do. Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.
Take care. No, good to see you.
Bye.
Thank you.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.